Batman, the Dark Knight, the Caped Crusader, Bruce Wayne, whatever you want to call him, it doesn't change the fact that he is absolutely loaded. But I'll bet you never knew exactly how loaded he is. Let's discover how much Gotham's hero really makes. And just so you know, by clicking on this video, you contractually obligated yourself to like and subscribe, along with watching this over at Twitch, link in the description. So breaking that contract would kinda not turn out too great for you, is all I'm gonna say. I hope you enjoy.
Exactly how many billions does Batman have? Well, naturally, the writers are often
$1 billion alone is just so much money. The idea that Batman has multiple billions of dollars is crazy.
Because, well, quite frankly, because the writers just don't know how much money he would actually need. After all, we can't exactly look up all of Batman's gadgets to see how much they would cost, because most of this stuff doesn't actually exist.
Yes, it does.
And obviously, the writers aren't all
I've invented all of it.
So they're not really familiar with how much money people who run these companies actually have. But with that being said, there have been amounts thrown around here and there in different versions of Batman's characters. And so we do actually know how much he's worth in some of the universes.
Alright.
And we're going to take a look at these universes and how much money Batman actually has in each of them. Injustice. We'll start with the Injustice universe, as it's actually the easiest to quantify. Now, in the Injustice world, Bruce Wayne actually lost everything. All of his companies and all of his money was taken away from him.
Whoa. I know we're not talking about this right now, but can we just acknowledge how in this
all of his
universe
and all of his money,
the bat plane whatever just started opening fire on the Joker with real bullets or rounds, and he's just taking it? That's crazy. He's a normal human. He'd be dead. Batman would be dead from that.
Him by Superman.
I think it's by missile.
Effectively flat broke. Now, obviously, he's still Batman, so he may have managed to stash away some cash here or there, but basically, he has nothing. That is, until Superman killed Lex Luthor, because Lex Luthor left everything he owned to Batman. Because
you know my arch nemesis, Superman? What if I give everything I own to his counterpart, who doesn't like him as much? Batman. Not my children, not my wife, not my parents, just Batman. That's crazy.
Because in this universe, Lex Luthor is actually a good guy.
Oh, sorry. I assumed that Superman's arch nemesis would be bad. My bad. Foolish of me, really.
Luthor tells Batman in a holographic will that he has the same amount of money as the GDP of a European country, like France. And a GDP is how much money a country makes in a year. And France roughly makes an average of 5 trillion a year. That's just an average.
That's great. Okay. Elon Musk isn't a trillionaire yet. Ooh, look at my teeth. I got chocolate in them. Elon Musk isn't a trillionaire yet. It's about Lex Luthor is. He must have some really evil schemes. I'm just gonna say that.
So this means that Batman is a trillionaire in the Injustice universe, which actually makes him the richest version of Batman that there is, as all the other versions are either millionaires or billionaires. Now, we don't get an exact figure, and that's simply because when you're a trillionaire, no one actually knows exactly how much money you have. Seriously, even Elon Musk, the richest guy in the world at this point, has no idea how much money he actually has. In 2021, it was estimated that he had $224 billion. But he makes so much money so fast that by the time it's all been counted, it's already increased and needs to be counted.
Dang. Bro, I want to count my money so bad, but by the time I finish, it's already doubled. It's just so much of a work, so much of a headache, bro. I can't figure it out.
So Batman's literally richer than everyone who's ever existed in history.
That's not even give a reason why. His dad was a doctor, and his mom was just like, I don't know what his mom was. There's no reason why he should have this much money. He started Wayne Enterprises, a company that we don't know what it does, except sell like probably maybe it's like the Amazon of the DC world. That's possible.
In the Joker War storyline, Bruce Wayne's entire fortune was stolen by the Joker, which was said to be worth over $100 billion, making Bruce Wayne flat broke. Though after the Joker War is over, Catwoman does steal the money back. However, she gives it to Lucius Fox, not Bruce Wayne. And Lucius tells Batman that he can give it back to him, but the world is watching the money now, thanks to it being stolen. And Bruce Wayne will be under greater scrutiny than before and unable to use it to fund being Batman. So Batman decides to let Lucius keep the money so that he can disappear from the public's eye and keep being Batman. While Fox, of course, helps keep Wayne Enterprises afloat.
Alternate universe. Fox takes the money, runs. And then Lucius has all the money so he can hide wherever he wants. But Batman's the world's greatest detective, so you can hunt him down. But Lucius has enough money to buy like an entire army. But Batman can defeat his entire army. And on and on and on it goes until Joker takes over Gotham and then makes me king of the world.
After all, Bruce Wayne is one of the smartest people on the planet and is also Batman, which means he has lots of ways of getting money, even if it's just getting Superman to crush some coal into diamonds. And of course, he is getting that annual fee from Wayne Enterprises.
Yeah, that's how you do it, Superman. That's how they get diamonds. They take chunks of coal and they crush them, and then a diamond pops out in that exact shape. Yeah, you nailed it. I will say, chat, when I become a millionaire, when I become a trillionaire, because like I'm already a billionaire, I am going to hire an entire team to develop the whole Batman arsenal, so I can be Batman. The only thing is, I'm gonna hire like a stunt double to do all the fighting. I'm just gonna stand there while the police thank me and say, "No need to thank me."
Now, so far, I've been talking about Batman's wealth in the comic book universes, video games, and animation universes. And in these, he actually has a lot more money than he does in the live-action ones. This is because he has just some insane gadgets in these ones, and he needs a lot of money to pay for them. But in the films, they actually give him less money in an attempt to make the character more grounded.
Yeah. Yeah. Bruce Wayne, oh no, he's like you. He only has $100 billion, not $100 trillion. No. He's the same as you and me. He's flesh and blood just like us.
His worth, Forbes have actually estimated that Bruce Wayne's wealth is around $9.2 billion, while Wayne Enterprises itself is said to have an annual revenue of $31.3 billion. Now, this estimate was made in 2020, so bear in mind that it will obviously change in the future. Now, as far as I can tell, these numbers come from Forbes experts watching the films and then estimating how much everything is.
It's just some guys watching the movie being like, oh, that probably cost $3 million.
We're going to have a quick look at how much all of the stuff Batman has costs. Now, we'll be going by the Nolan Trilogy because, quite frankly, it's the best Batman films.
Let's go!
And because there is a lot of estimates on a lot of the stuff he has from those films. Now, the exterior shots of Wayne Manor are of Mentmore Towers in Buckinghamshire, England, and it has an estimated worth of $32 million. And the interior of the mansion is Osterley Park House, which is just outside of London and is estimated to cost at least $24 million.
Okay.
So taking a median
Alright,
average
that's 50 mil right
between these
there.
two, Wayne Manor from the Nolan films
That's chump change for Bruce Wayne.
$28 million. And it's been estimated that just one of his Batsuits in the Nolan
I'm Batman.
would cost around $1 million to make. And as for the Batmobiles, those cost around $18 million each. And
It's crazy that Batmobiles, those tumblers, cost more than a mansion in England. Because they're like not that great if you think about it. They're just tanks, but smaller, with more affordable wheels, and like guns. There's not that much to them. They're kind of simple vehicles, and the technology inside, so.
Go through quite a lot of them throughout the films. And as for the Batcycle that pops out of the Batmobile, that's estimated to have cost at least $1.5 million.
How? If you look at it, it's nothing. It's wheels. It's big wheels, guns, and like metal wires, like framing a central console. There's not that much to it. What could possibly have gone into that? That's worth $1.5 million.
Finally, his flying bat in the last film is estimated to have cost $60 million to make.
That makes
and
sense.
As for the sports cars
Alright,
that
I can see that.
drives, well, these Lamborghinis cost around $800,000 each, and he drives a different one in each film. So 3 of these cars is roughly $2.4 million. And he also casually crashes one of them without a second.
Also, this scene, I just want to go back to this scene from the Dark Knight Rises where he's like,
He also casually crashes one of them.
there's a little, look, he was sitting right there, and you could see the glass shatter, there's like some kind of pole from this car going in there, this car's going flying, turns to the side. Imagine this is the death of Batman. Bruce Wayne dies in a car accident that he instituted on purpose, and then Batman's gone.
Hesitation.
That was a distinct possibility in these series.
Imagine being so rich that you're able to throw away $800,000 like this.
I can, and let me tell you, not that great. I would say stick to love and just leave the wealth to people like me. I think that's your best play. Because, like, let me tell you, I got money, doesn't bring happiness.
In fact, at one point in the comics, he does actually make Wonder Woman a new invisible jet, which she says cost around $1 billion.
Why would he not make just invisible everything then, if he can make invisible stuff? Like invisible Batarang, invisible trackers. Like, why is he springing out the invisibility card only for Wonder Woman? Nito Mouse Productions, everyone. All I'm gonna say is that Bruce Wayne and I, the same, one and the same. One and the same, boys. YouTube money coming in, Bruce Wayne's company money coming in, one and the same. And I have to pick all this up.